Hello everybody, it's me, Nikki, and today I'm here with another booktube tag, and this one is the New York Times by the book tag. I will put all the questions down below. Let's just get right in and see what they have to ask us. What book is on your nightstand now? I don't keep a book by my nightstand because I actually have a hard time falling asleep. So I try to keep it as chill and relaxed as possible, and I feel if I had a book next to me, I would just want to read the book. But the book I have right next to me right now is this one. I'm currently reading it. I'm about, halfway through? That counts, right? Sure, let's make it count. What is the last truly great book that you read? Oof, that's a good question. The last really great book I read. Well, let's look at my Goodreads. Maybe I will find it there. Takes a while to load, doesn't it? I hope you guys do these questions as well, because I'd really like to know what everybody else thinks. Let's see, read. What books have I read? Bad Girls Throughout History, 100 Remarkable Women Who Changed the World. That was a great book, and it talked about 100 women who changed the world. Some everybody knew about, and some you didn't. So I like that. I think a lot of the books I read are great. I mean, I wouldn't read them otherwise. I'm not, super picky. I'm not, because it's a New York Times, it seems snobby. And I'm not that snobby. Not like New York Times sounds like. If you know what I mean. New York Times is like the New York Times. If you could meet any writer, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you want to know? Easy question, Emily Dickinson. I'm madly crazy about Emily Dickinson. I don't have her tattooed on my body, but I'm going to. She's one of my favorite poets ever. I relate so much to her. And what would I want? I wouldn't want to know, what she was, talking about. Because you can take all the literature classes you want, and they'll explain it to you, but you don't really know. And I really want to know, because some of her poems are just oof. You gotta know, I gotta know. What books might we be surprised to find on your shelves? I don't know. I've got kids' books. For little kids, I guess. I'm not quite sure. How do you organize your personal library? By author? And then they're just sort of... We've got a couple bookshelves all around the house, and they're not really organized. Their books are just sort of put there. Because our garage is that way. And there's books out in the garage, there's books upstairs that are in boxes. We just haven't found them all, and once we do, we're going to buy more bookshelves and organize them. But it's usually by author. Or by series, by author. What book have you always meant to read and haven't gotten round to yet? Anything you feel embarrassed never to have read? Oh God, I was just thinking of a book, too. Anything I feel embarrassed I've never read? I mean, I did English major, and a lot of them read, those English classics. What you do in English literature. And I never did. I guess that was embarrassing. What book have you always meant to read and haven't gotten around to yet? Any book on my TBR. I bought it because I want to read it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Excuse me. Disappointing, overrated, just not good. What book did you feel you were supposed to like but didn't? Do you remember the last book you put down without finishing? Like I said last time, I don't DNF books. That's just not me. What book? I guess, again, it's this one. I like Tolkien, but this is not what I was expecting, and I'm sort of struggling to get through it. But I do kind of like it because it's interesting to see where he went from this to the Silmarillion, which I'm 100% sure I butchered. What kind of stories are you drawn to? I like fantasy, and I like mystery. Who the protagonist is doesn't really matter. Oh, also they have to win. Like, maybe if it's part of fantasy series, you know, and it's 10 books, they don't have to win right away, but I need them to win by the end. Because otherwise, that's like real life, and I don't read books to have real life. And any books you stay clear of. Horror books. I don't read a lot of contemporary. And, what was that other genre I was thinking of? Thriller? Yeah. I guess, like, I don't like scary books, basically. I'm scared enough in real life most of the time. If you could, oh, Jesus. Okay, if you could require the president to read one book, what would it be? A dictionary? What do you plan to read next? I plan to read, I have it right next to me, Wonder Woman, Warbringer, because I love her. I can't wait to read that. It's gonna be fun. But I'm going to finish this one first. Those are all the questions. It's only 10. Yay. The last one was pretty long. Yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I will see you all next time. Bye!